Welcome to the After the Show movie podcast, brought to you by your hosts, Ace Scully and Sid Talk. We're addicted to movies. Are you? Welcome one, welcome all, welcome Sid Talk. Welcome if you're small or big. That's my Christmas message to the world.
Oh my God. I'm not sure I approve, but that's all you. That is not. I had no clue of that in the before the after the show discussion. I can assure you that was a surprise. The before the after the show discussion?
That's your Christmas present, Sid Talk.
Thanks. I thought it was the lawnmower that we already got.
Enjoy.
We didn't tell them that story, I don't think.
What? No, we didn't.
Maybe we did.
No, we did not.
Lawnmower broke, and then I said, you don't have to buy me any Christmas presents. We could just buy a lawnmower. This was a month and a half ago, by the way, or more. And you said, oh, well, I'll shop around and I'll keep an eye out until Christmas. And then that day you said, I've bought the lawnmower. So now we have an electric lawnmower.
Yeah, I love it.
The end. That was way before.
Not electric, like you plug a cord into the wall. Like electric.
We call it electric because you charge it, you plug in the battery to charge it, and then it is battery operated.
Fancy.
It's not a robot. That's the next phase. That's in 10 years.
I'm the robot.
Lawnmowers for that one we had was 14 years. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about
lawnmowers. Happy Christmas, everybody. It's lawnmower time. I like a lawnmower for Christmas. Thank you.
I know you do.
I mean, I bought it, but thank you.
Sure. Anytime.
All right. So what's going on?
That was it.
Yeah, we're doing this podcast, aren't we? After the show.
I remember. Movie.
I remember what's happening.
Etc. Okay.
All right. It's Saturday, December the 20th. This is After the Show, number 922. We're a weekly movie review podcast. This week, we're looking at the movie Anemone. It's a 2025 release, out now on streaming, Blu-ray, and 4K. It's rated R. Its runtime is 2 hours and 5 minutes. And it's from our friends at Universal who sent us a copy for review. Sid Talk, can you give me the synopsis of the movie Anemone?
I think I first have to say it's anemone. Not anemone. Anemone.
Okay.
I'm not correcting
Anemone.
You to be snotty.
Anemone.
But you can see all the letters. Anemone.
Anem1. I got
it. Synopsis. Men struggling to overcome shitty stuff. Is that it?
Let me give you the one off the box.
Okay.
In northern England, a man heads out on a journey into the woods to reconnect with his estranged hermit brother, with whom he shared a complicated past that was altered by life-changing events decades ago.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not a catchy tagline, that one, is it?
It's not catchy, but it covers all the bases.
Yeah. All right, so the movie, I'm going to say it wrong every time now.
No, you won't. Just say it right.
Anemone.
Yeah, see?
All right, what did you think? Oh, let's just preface this with Daniel Day-Lewis is in it.
Okay, not everybody cares, but it's mesmerizing. I think is a good word. Do you agree? And I can't say enjoyment is a hard word to say because it's
not fun.
It's fraught with tension and like kind of you're gonna squint a lot, being like, what's the conflict here? The internal conflict, right?
It takes a while to unravel.
It takes a while to unravel as you have to settle into it as well. And then there's things, but it's mostly all one big long journey. And I know people find that obnoxious, but of a person. I think it's all summed up in the one question that Sean Bean asks of Abraham Lincoln. At one point, Abraham Lincoln says, "Yeah, this movie. Abraham Lincoln's in this movie. This is my life." And Sean Bean from Lord of the Rings says, "Does it have to be?"
Yes.
And there's like a pause and a silence, and in the reality of relationships, of life. That is a fantastic fucking question. That to me summed it all up, is that someone's convinced that this is how a thing is. And in reality, all it takes, hard, yes, challenging to overcome things, of course. But you can, right? So that to me summed it all up. And that was near the end.
I know all movies have acting in them.
Do they, though?
Well, yes, mostly. But this one is an acting movie. It could be done on a stage, I would imagine. I don't think you need, you could do this as a stage play. Because it's a lot of people just in one room, right?
I get you.
Yeah. I don't think, yes, it does go out on location every now and then, but it doesn't really need to for the story. When they go to the pub.
Yeah.
They don't need to go to the pub for this story. This story is really like people telling stories to each other. For the whole runtime, mostly. So if you are not that type of film watcher, you might not like it.
Wait, hold on. You do know that films are stories.
They are, but this is the kind where it's tell, not show.
Oh, true. It is definitely, you feel like it's a lot of exposition of things we have not experienced.
Stories that are very important are just told to you vocally. You don't see them. But you don't need to see them because they are told so well.
No, and it puts me in mind of another storyteller in a movie, Christopher Walken, telling the story of the watch.
Yes. Yeah. It's like that sequence a lot of this movie.
You don't have to need to be there.
No.
To know the story.
Now, I like the really foreboding nature of this movie. It is grim, right? Right up from the beginning.
I disagree, but go on.
It feels grim. It feels like the north of England.
Oh, you mean just like temperature.
And the way it looks. Okay. And also, you don't know what... So, right at the very beginning, Sean Bean's character gets on his motorcycle to go and see his brother. And you're like, what does this entail? You know nothing at this point, right? Like, what is this? Is he violent? Is he sick?
Right.
I don't know what we're going in for. And when he gets there, the nature of their relationship, because they've not seen each other for so long, and there's also bad feelings, and they don't really speak a lot for like 30 minutes of the movie.
30 minutes of the movie, what seems like probably about 3 days.
Yeah, they just kind of look at each other and smile occasionally and sometimes grunt a little bit.
So then you wonder, still
how bad is this? What is this?
Yeah.
And it really gives you an uneasy feeling. And then they start to, I would say, warm to each other a little bit. I mean, Sean Bean's character's here on a mission, basically. To do with the letter that he brings.
Right, so we have, then the rest of the story is, spoilers, I guess?
Yes.
If you don't want to know the story, just go watch it and then listen to this. But we figure out fairly quickly because there's a son, so he's probably about 20 years old, looks like. He's over 17, they said, so maybe 18, 20 years old. He's had some sort of issue. She says something about your father, and he says, Jim's my father. And she goes, well, no. Well, then is it about Ray? So now we know there's Ray and him, the father. So you think, okay, this kid's father is estranged and is being raised by another man. We find out then the two men are brothers. So this young man is the son of the other brother who is estranged. That will be Daniel Day-Lewis. And now we have Sean Bean from Lord of the Rings has raised him his whole life. The son has some sort of issue. His knuckles are all bloodied up. We are told throughout that he's had a fight and that he has some troubles coping with whatever. And a lot of it, all the adults seem to think, this is what I find really fascinating about this movie. And it's really, it didn't get me till like the end and even after when I was thinking about it. That all the adults, the two men, the father, the uncle / stepfather.
Yeah, and the son.
No, not the son. Not the son. All the adults.
Yeah.
The grown-ups believe that this son's problems are from the idea that this estranged father has done something terrible in the past, and then he just estranged himself and he's hiding off in the woods.
And then ruined his son.
Whatever terrible thing that was, the adults are all hung up on that. And then whatever mixture of witch's brew that is, right? Like whatever terribleness that is. The son's perspective is, he left us.
Right.
Like, I don't actually give a shit about any of your feelings and your memories of whatever happened. isn't it enough that he just abandoned me? That's it, right?
Yeah.
So to me, that's like telling the story of the miscommunication between generations for sure.
And everybody in this movie's got something very heavy going on.
Absolutely.
So
No kidding.
you might think, oh, well, Daniel Day-Lewis is just awful. He left his family and went to the thing, but then he also has a story.
You have all the stories, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I felt bad for everybody.
Yes, you can't dismiss everyone's individual experiences, and relative to their perspective, their experience comes to make life the way it is right now for everybody, you know? The
Right.
tortured family who has been living with 20 years of layer this again. So this is about, he was in the army in England and then was sent to Northern Ireland during the Troubles. I don't know what else you all called it back in the, what was it, 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
70s, 80s, and 90s. And saw some terrible, horrible things and had some terrible, horrible things go down. And so to him, that's like
He's stuck on it.
yeah, he's stuck on that because when he left, everyone made up rumors about what he did and how terrible he must have been. And there's a whole thing. So that's weighed on the son's life, his whole life. People have whispered about him and yelled at him in the street, apparently, things like that. So that's what the son's dealt
Bullied
with.
him at school as well.
Yes. And so there's another layer of stuff. And then the mom clinging to this idea of the man she used to know and her perception of him as he was, and kind of almost excusing his behavior. She sent him a bunch of letters. She keeps excusing his behavior, you know?
Yeah.
The brother, Sean Bean, seems to be the only one who kind of sees things as they are. Like, kind of, sort of. I don't know. It's complex.
It
This is
is.
true.
And I thought it was really, really good.
Yes.
It's not the movie,
The end.
like the movie we watched last week, Die,
Yeah.
Die My Love.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody,
True.
but it's got a lot of complexity and very well delivered dialogue.
Absolutely.
I mean, some of it's heart-wrenching. And Daniel Day-Lewis can clearly, I mean, it's no surprise, deliver this kind of dialogue. The one on the beach was the one that got me when he was sat on the beach, telling him about the actual story from.
Yes. Yes.
And just Sean Bean's reaction to it is also pretty stellar.
Because it's hard. You know, what do you say? How do you act? What am I supposed to
And
do?
Sean Bean's like this very stoic, doesn't really interject a lot in this.
Mm-hmm.
He lets him speak, and then he doesn't really say a lot, does he?
Mm-mm.
Sean Bean's role in this is just what's on his face at any given time.
True.
And that's really good too, because acting alongside Daniel Day-Lewis, and it's heavy. There's nothing light here. There's no joking.
No.
I mean, there's some weird scenes where they kind of like fight with each other or dance with each other, and
I don't think those are weird.
slightly weird
I disagree.
to me anyway. I'll be like, why would anybody do that? But I guess, when they kind of like dancing around the.
Yeah, I didn't question it.
And
I
then-
feel like there's a lot of tension and they're clearly not communicating with each other, like just having a conversation. And so this sort of release of lots of things,
Yeah.
Without having to talk. Like we're together, we don't have to talk about it. So let's dance around to some cool music.
There's some otherworldly type elements, maybe dreams or
Yeah, it's hard
Something.
to tell. Hard
Yeah.
to tell.
that goes on in this movie. It's very artistic. There's some really nice shots.
Oh, yes. Gorgeous.
It doesn't take place in many places, but when he does the landscape shots or when they're riding on the motorbike, it's all very nice.
Very gorgeous.
Yeah, really. And, it's, I would say it again, it's not a movie for everybody, but if you like, how could you like, I was going to say, if you like really grim, like stuff that might take you down a little bit, it's not super
I
uplifting.
don't know. I disagree.
Maybe the ending's uplifting. I
I'm
don't know.
disagreeing with you left.
I feel like the
ending
ending's not uplifting to me because
Oh.
it doesn't. What happens does not solve anything really.
And I just said that every single thing, you have the opportunity every second, right? Everybody has a chance. When he said, does this have to be your life? So what other options would they have besides start something different?
Yeah.
So
But,
how is that grim to you? I think that's fantastic.
I don't know. I just was thinking like how the character Ray is.
Oh, it's going to be difficult.
Yes.
But I mean,
it could actually...
There's only two options, though.
Be incendiary.
You either stay where you're at in your, what is, yes, he's coping with a lot of shit, but also self-pity.
Right.
Feeling bad about his life, off on his own, whatever his motivation, either to not poison other people or he just can't contain himself in normal society, so he goes off and lives, whatever that is. He can just keep doing that and then die someday. Or take this step forward, see what happens, because something is going to change. Even if the next day he turns around and goes back to his cabin, something has changed.
Right. See, that's how
the sun has met him. And it could be either like cathartic, like, okay, everybody, we're all just people, or it's, I don't want your bullshit, please leave. And even that is better than the sameness.
Right.
So,
But yeah, it's not like it's Christmas time. It's not like, well, let's put on this movie and really have a fun time. Because you'll feel a bit
really, really inspiring.
Yeah. And acting wise, there's no, it's really at the top level of acting. If you can judge acting. Yeah, you can. You can give people Oscars and stuff. All right, let's get on to the cast. Sean Bean plays Jem. What do you think?
Oh, I didn't know his name. That's why in the credits, I'm like, who's that?
He's Jem.
Jem and Ray. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was Jim then?
Jim.
It was a Jim and a Jem and a Ray. So I was confused a little bit.
Oh, I see a Jimbo, but not a Jim on the credits.
I mean, what I loved was, and I felt it the entire time, that he's the brother who just kind of picked up the pieces when the other brother left, and they had a hard childhood. They had a hard growing up. They were both in the army. Bad shit happened. And yet he's the quiet, like, I'm just going to get on with this shit. And now it's time for me to confront you. And he doesn't boil up and he doesn't blow up and he doesn't have some big, he doesn't
even have a big speech.
He calls his brother's bullshit and is like, what, Get over yourself. He literally said those words, get over yourself.
Yeah, it's not about you.
He embodies this thing of, can we not just do something different? That's what I liked about. But he wasn't like a big personality or anything.
Very good, though.
Very good.
Daniel Day-Lewis plays Ray. Of course, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you a fan of Daniel Day-Lewis?
I think it just is, every single role is a new opportunity to... It's funny. I don't see him as a whole career. I see every individual thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
That he's done. I've probably forgotten half of them,
Like There Will Be Blood.
So the character is what I remember. And I guess that is a high praise, right? That I don't remember Daniel Day-Lewis.
Right.
As Abraham Lincoln, even though I know that's who played him. I remember Abraham Lincoln in a movie.
Right.
So
that means
he's moody as fuck. Don't get me wrong. I understand that he digs deep and he does the whole method thing and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if he still does with his son as the director, but I do find that a bit okay. Well, I mean, I'm an artsy fartsy mind, but I still think that's even a bit over the top.
Seems to bring him results.
It does, and that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
As long as what I'm seeing on the screen is, I just think he's top notch every single time. Every time I've seen him, it's a level above. Right. Sometimes it's a level above everybody else in the film. But in this one, I thought Sean Bean held it with him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, which you're like, it's Sean Bean. Is he going to be able to? Oh, he can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Samantha Morton plays Nessa. What do you think? Alpha.
That's Alpha. She embodies this woman who has, been through some shit in her life, and then she was totally in love with this guy, and then he went into the service and if you listen to her description, obviously he was suffering from PTSD, right? Once he started going to terrible missions, she said he started disappearing and becoming small, and like he wasn't even seeing me anymore. So from her perspective, all she knows is she loved him. He was a certain kind of person. Obviously, he was into literature and poetry and music and, all that stuff.
Yeah, he's smart.
Right. And sensitive to a degree about, just things. And then he disappeared. And that's all her perspective is. And she has anger. You can just feel it, like bubbling up in her.
Yeah.
And then she's raised her son with the man's brother, basically. You know what I mean? And so her perspective is she's almost kind of a blank slate to me.
Yeah.
Like she's waiting for these 20 years.
She wants it to be fixed.
She wants it to be the same.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where she's at. And I get that vibe from her.
Yeah. Excellent. Again. And Samuel Bottomley plays Brian. He's the son.
He was really good because...
I don't know him. I've never seen him before, but he was very good.
He made it very clear.
Yeah.
You're not sure where he's at.
No,
right?
there's a moment where he goes in the attic where I was like, oh
shit.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's the one who he's had a fight with someone. He also joined the army. We find out.
Trying to follow.
Right. Something. He gets in a very, very bad fight. And we find out throughout that they're going to come and get him eventually. They're going to come and basically arrest him. They haven't yet, but it's been a few days. It's going to happen because he nearly killed someone.
The military police.
Yeah, we saw none of it. We just get it through the conversations. And his struggle from the grown-ups perspective is that he just needs his dad to come and talk to him. And they think it's about the bad stuff. And when he delivers that line to her, like, what? Like, because she's saying he's a proud man. She's saying the world did the father wrong.
I liked when she said he gave you life, and the son said, no, you gave me life.
Right.
He gave me nothing.
Yeah, like he's a big fucking gaping hole in my life.
Yeah.
And then his realization that his mom doesn't even understand the impact of all of this. I thought he did it really restrained. And you did feel this fury, but it wasn't like he was going to, I don't know. It did feel like at any point you're going to see him punch something but he didn't. He held it together. I liked him. I'd like to see him in some more things.
Directed by Ronan Day-Lewis. This is Daniel's son. Daniel's son. Is he Daniel's son? Daniel's son. And it's his first feature film. Pretty good for a first feature film, but I mean,
what are you butting about?
You've got the best actor at your disposal there, haven't you?
I don't.
This was actually written by Daniel's son and Daniel. Written by both of them.
I don't think that's fair. I think that he's probably he is who he is, and he happens to have this father who they wrote it together, like you said. And if this person, the son, Ronan. I mean, he has to have some sort of communication skills to convince his father to come out of retirement.
Oh, yes.
So
there's that.
To give him credit for that.
Yeah.
And the only way he could have done that would be, I'm assuming, say, I've got an idea for a story, Dad.
Do you want to help me write it?
Or here it is. And to do that that takes some skill.
Also, he's obviously got an eye for cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
This looks, it's not somebody who's just guessing with these shots. These are very set up.
Is he the cinematographer?
He's not the cinematographer, but
he has a vision he shares with someone, and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how it works. Maybe he has lots of help. Maybe he comes up with the shots himself. You don't know, do you?
Well, you know how movies work.
I do, but you don't necessarily know. Like Paul Thomas Anderson has a cinematographer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's talked about it. And it's the cinematographer isn't responsible in his movies for how it looks. Paul decides how it looks, and the cinematographer figures that out for him. So that's a different way of approaching it.
Sure.
There'll be some cinematographers who just, like Roger Deakins, for instance. Steven Spielberg says to Roger Deakins, do your thing, and he just does his thing, right? And that's a Roger Deakins thing.
Okay. Is that the guy who did that one Bond movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything that looks really beautiful. That's Roger Deakins, you know.
All the things that look beautiful. Just everything that's beautiful is.
But that's that's him. Like, it's not the direct. Yeah. So there's different ways of working with a cinematographer, aren't they? I mean, if you don't know much about it, you could lean on them, or you could say, I don't want a movie to look like you want it to look. I need to have my own thing.
I know Wes Anderson. He's a guy who controls everything about his own movies. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So IMDb reviews. What are those?
Those are reviews you're going to read in a funny voice, potentially, from people who didn't like the movie.
There's going to be people who don't like this movie.
Absolutely, because, let me guess, there's going to be something like, nothing ever happens.
It's boring.
It's boring. It's the worst movie ever made. It's overrated. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
First guy says, I walked out of the theater after an hour. I went to see this movie. I'm glad I used my Regal Unlimited account so I didn't lose my money. Then I decided to walk out. An hour in, the movie is so dull, I find myself yawning and closing my eyes. I don't know how the handful of people in the theatre remained in their seats. The movie is trying too hard to be artsy. And as I said, I walked out before the end. I might have fallen asleep if I stayed. It's the worst movie ever.
Oh, worst movie ever. Wow. All right.
Second guy says, a masterclass in nepotism. Left half an hour in, painful to watch, and even more painful to see a great actor burning his career on crap like this. Not much to talk about in this movie. It's like a charity shop DVD section movie.
Wow. That's a lot.
By the way, there's only 3 one-star reviews for this movie.
Oh, okay.
And the third guy says, we were in the cinema. There was about 100 people. 3/4 of them were asleep. Others left in the middle. Slow script, bad acting, and boring performances. The movie suffers from lots of failures. All you see is English countryside and all the time constant advertising. I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Maybe they were...
Oh, crisps. That's the only Samantha Morton was eating a bag of crisps.
Yeah.
And so was he eating a bag of crisps. They were the same bag of crisps. They might have been Walkers. They might not have been.
I could read the bag, yeah.
They were Walkers.
But I mean, that's British.
They're just eating a bag of crisps. I don't actually think that's a sponsorship.
But is that what they're talking about? It was like literally 1 minute.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of as in a brand in this movie.
Well, he talked about drinking Guinness.
Yeah, I mean,
we won't tell that story.
Yeah, exactly. But that doesn't really.
No.
I think it's the crisps what they're talking about.
Wow.
Literally, it is nothing. Somebody eats some crisps, and then somebody else eats some crisps. The end.
Yeah, we don't know if that's what 1 star was saying, but.
Well, maybe he saw something else that we didn't. All right, extras. I've got the 4K disc, but there are no extras. But you do get a digital code, the Blu-ray, and the 4K disc. So you get this in multiple formats. So let's give this movie a score. What are you going to give the movie? Anemone.
Very good.
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
7?
Yes. I like Die My Love better than this movie.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
And I give that an 8.
To each other.
I give that an 8. And I don't do points, so it has to be a 7.
No, I'm giving it a 9.
I mean, it's good.
It's not just good. It like, it's, what's the word? Marinating in thoughtful possibilities for your life.
I do like a British movie too. It's a British movie.
Give it an extra point at least for that.
Yes. All right, I'll change it to an 8.
You can't change. I mean, you can, but
no, I'm thinking about it. It's pretty close to Die My.
Not a 7.
It's pretty close to Die My Love, and it's funny that we watch those two movies week to week like this because they are of a similar ilk.
I disagree with that as well, but I understand what you're saying.
I mean, the artistic side of things. They're a bit not mainstream, let's say.
They're not mainstream, but they're not anything alike at all.
All right. So next week, we are going to be looking at Edgar Wright's The Running Man.
Oh, The Running Man.
I do like Edgar Wright movies. Shaun of the Dead.
You probably have fond
Scott
memories
Pilgrim.
of The Running Man.
I do like The Running Man. I actually really like the Schwarzenegger Running Man. Don't you like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was one of those movies that you watched because it was so outrageous.
Yeah, and it's fun. I like Total Recall as well. People say it's really dumb and stupid. It kind of is, but it's also fun.
It is of its time, and
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, The Running Man next week. Movie recommendations. I am going with There Will Be Blood, of course, which is the best Daniel Day-Lewis performance ever.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it better than Thread?
Better than Ted.
Thread.
Red.
The Thread. The Thread one.
Phantom Thread.
Yeah.
Ted. I was like, he wasn't in Ted. That was...
Oh my God. No.
Yeah, it's better than Phantom Thread. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whoosh.
There Will Be Blood is one hell of a masterpiece.
Okay.
And my other one was on the Sean Bean tip. He was in a BBC drama, which was on for 4 nights back in 2021, with Stephen Graham, of all people, who is also an amazing actor. And it was called Time. Remember that? Where they were in prison together?
Oh.
Yes.
Was it Time?
It was called Time, yes. It was a BBC drama. So it's not a film, but you can still seek it out. Very good. One of my favorite Sean Bean performances.
Is that it? That's your whole recommendation?
I only have 2.
Oh. Well, I don't. I have more. So, going back to all the movies ever made in the horror genre from the beginning of the time that movies were ever made. These are movies I've seen, not movies I'm recommending as in the best movies you've ever seen. And it's not just movies anymore. TV and video games have leaked into my recommendations just because. And if you don't like it, make your own list. So I have from 2015. We're up to 2015. I'm going to have to rush it up because next week's, we have, what, one more?
Yeah, next week will be the best movies of the year episode.
Right. So I'm up to 2015 and I have Fear the Walking Dead television show because even though I feel like Walking Dead, I'm a zombie file. So there you go. Walking Dead, after a while. But Fear the Walking Dead kind of injected some new life.
Yes.
And I did enjoy it the first few years.
Fear the Walking Dead was actually excellent until about 3 seasons in, right? Maybe
Until
the
it
4th
started
season.
Crisscrossing with The Walking Dead.
It started getting stupid.
Well, it just started, kind of cozying up.
It was
to
its
The Walking
own
Dead.
thing, and then it wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we have The Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
I do like that one a
Another
lot.
zombie one.
That one's really funny.
Then we have Until Dawn, which is a video game that you played that I watched.
And also a movie now.
Correct.
There's a movie coming.
Then we have The Witch, which we both, it's another one of those sort of like creepy.
It was
artsy,
one of the
weird.
first A24 movies.
Aye. And then Wayward Pines. Which
Yes.
was not a movie, it was a TV show, but
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Matt Dillon made a comeback.
2 seasons. It's
I always call it Twin Pines, which is not correct.
it's just like a mystery that is just really a good mystery.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it loses its way a little bit as well.
After the
but
mysteries.
yes. However,
Yeah.
it's an interesting concept.
There are at least 3 episodes that I remember going, oh, what? Like one of those things where you're like, they hid that from me?
Yeah.
Like, why did not figure that out?
Which is a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
feeling, yeah. Because we watch so much stuff, you tend to figure everything out.
I mean, if you're me.
What I really like is Pluribus, which we're watching,
Yeah.
because I get the story, but I don't know where we're going 100%. I like that.
Got
Thank
it.
you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Those are all my recommendations. That's it.
All right, A Scully stuff. I've been playing American Truck Sim Louisiana. You know it?
I know where Louisiana is.
Yeah. So American Truck Sim, you've heard me talk about it before many, many, many times. It's a trucking game on Steam where you own your own truck company, you drive a truck, you also manage a truck company, and you, it's a relaxing.
It's a trucking simulator, which is what it's called. Truck sim.
It's trucking great, it is what it is.
You've always loved it.
It's very relaxing. You just choose a mission, you find a cargo somewhere in the map, and then you take it to wherever you're told to take it. And that's it. Follow the laws of the road. indicate when you're supposed to indicate, stop at traffic lights. It's like you're really driving a truck. It's got all the controls that a truck would have. Like everything, including like the trucks. Do you know that trucks have a lot of gears, Sid Doc?
I wouldn't, because I'm automatic.
You can choose automatic, but you can also have fun, you know, changing gear all the time if you want.
I don't think it sounds like fun.
But what's different about this state? We did Missouri recently, which is where we live, and that is very flat and it's just a lot of fields, Missouri, right?
A lot of driving, a lot of flat driving.
A lot of corn, a lot of fields.
South.
So Louisiana is quite different to that. Yes, it's still flat, but it's full of the swamplands, which I love. They're in many movies. I've always found them kind of intoxicating in a way. You like the swamplands of America?
I don't know. All I can think is it would smell really bad.
And be
like swampy.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and lots of mosquitoes. So I don't know. I don't know that it's ever held much, mystery for me.
Well, this DLC contains the whole state. And like all the other DLCs, it usually has, between 10 and 12 of the major landmark cities, which you can cruise around. It'll take you a while to cover the whole state, but what these DLCs do is they fill in the map. So eventually, American Truck Simulator, you're going to have the whole of America, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
That you can just take. Also, what they're adding to the game soon is something called road trip mode, where you can just go in, get a car and just drive around, go on a vacation, whatever you want, in the city, in the whole map.
That'd be cool.
So you don't have to deal with like transporting stuff. So my plan in the game is I've been playing this game for years. So my trucking company, right? A Scully Hauling, it's called. It's made loads of money over its time. And I've bought like different headquarters and I've got like 20 trucks on the road with people driving them. And they bring money in all the time for me. I'm getting to the point where I can stop driving the truck around, get myself a nice car and just cruise around. They're also adding another mode where you can drive a coach or a bus in the city.
Oh.
So they're expanding upon it. And the way those come into play is you need to buy like a DLC. They're going to be really cheap, like a couple of dollars. But they'll add different cars. So if you want to drive a Ferrari, there'll probably be a Ferrari car. Or you want to drive your car, like if it's a Ford F-150 or something, you can get that.
That ain't my car.
No, it's not. So
my car's a green Ford Fiesta 2011, baby.
I mean, it might not go that specific. So it's American Truck Sim, Louisiana. It's out now, and I advise you pick up all the DLCs for American Truck Sim. In fact, if you just pick up the base pack, which is on sale on Steam for $3 all the time, you get 2 states in the base game. After you've drove around those states for a little bit, you'll be buying the DLC anyway. If you're into that kind of game, you will. It's like you with City Skylines.
You mean that I'm playing right this minute?
It feels worth it to get some extra content because you like it, don't you? You love the game and you want to support it and,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As long as it's precisely exactly the kind of content I want.
Exactly. Well, the state, in this game where it's giving you a new state, I mean, you can't not want that. You just want more roads to drive on, right? That's the thing. And more different scenery. So that is American Truck Sim Louisiana. It's out now. Sito, what's for dinner?
What is for dinner is the taco smell, as the kids used to call it. But we're going to call it Taco Bell because we're grown up.
Yes.
And that's it.
Is that because it smells or because it makes you smell afterwards?
I don't know for sure. I think it's just because
both.
Kids are dumb. That's probably why.
Aye.
And here's my advice. And it's from, are you asking me what's my advice?
No.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's not really advice. It's advice that's not advice. And it's obviously from this movie thinking, what it does for my mind, that every single second, this split second that I'm talking to you, and in the next coming however long, every single second that you're not dead, you have a chance. You have that opportunity, we don't even call it chance, to make it, whatever it is, better or worse or the same. Every single second is a choice. You cannot solve every problem. You can't fix everything. You cannot control disease, other people, tragedies, natural disasters. I understand this, but in your, like, this movie's story is these people who have estranged themselves from one another, essentially. That is a choice. There is nothing holding them apart from each other except their minds and their fear of what's it going to be like if I show up on that doorstep. What's it going to be like if he shows up on the doorstep, right? That's the only thing.
Right.
And it's terribly difficult, but it's also like you do it and then you've done it. And I know there are many things out of our control. Everything is not a choice, except how we deal with it and then what we do next. And you have that every split second. An idea or a decision can be made in you go from 1 second of I'm absolutely not going to do that to the next second I'm going to do it, and then you do it. So that's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Aye.
All right. Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. Those are the social networks you can find us on. You can also find the podcast on ascully.com, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, or YouTube. Email feedback to me, ascully@ascully.com. Don't email Sid Talk. She doesn't want your lousy emails. And stay classy. Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas. Or whatever. Whatever you do. And I'm going to say, think for yourself, or someone will do it for you.
Oh, and next week we will have the top 10 movies and our worst movies too.
Right on.